Okay, good evening. My name is Jack Dearborn, and this is the December 2nd meeting of the Ware Zoning Board of Adjustments. We have two cases tonight, one a continued case and one is a new case. Before I start, I'll ask, introduce yourselves.
Mark Moretti, member.
Bobby Jo Plamondon, member.
Michael Meyer, member.
Malcolm Wright, member.
Thank you. Okay, last week, the last time we met, we continued case 1119 because there was a question about the status of the non-Class 5 road, which could be either a private or a Class 6. Class 6 denoting the town owns it, private means the town don't own the land. So, I believe we've solved that. We've read the deed, at least I have. And I concur that the extension beyond the asphalt is the old part of the private dirt road, which is where this building is going to be sited on. So, where we stopped last time was there was a question raised about the status of the road, and I think we solved that. At this point, I will ask again where we left off, if there's any approving abutters wish to speak regarding this application. Being none. Any disapproving abutters wish to speak about this application? Being none. Other boards? Being none. Public at large? Citizen? Being none. Okay. With that said, you have an opportunity to rebut anything you want?
No, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Amplify anything you might have said.
No, just appreciate the month to figure this out and make sure the record was right. I think you did the right thing last month to table it and make sure the application was correct. A number of us have looked at the deed and drafted the verbiage up. It's clearly, the subject lot is clearly on a private section of the road, so I think the application stands, and I hope the board feels we met the criteria.
Everybody realize that little yellow highlighter is the lot in question. And the long pink road, red road, going vertically, going down, is Pondview, and the other one, little one that hooks around, is Pondview Terrace. Is that the other one? Little piece that makes like a fish hook.
Yeah, down at the bottom, I'm not sure.
No, the top.
Oh, the very top?
Goes around your lot.
Oh, yes, that's correct. That's correct.
So
Yes.
that's just another extension
Yeah,
to
just
serve a
another
couple
extension of
little
the road. And
lots
I
down there.
highlighted the green section there is what the deed describes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, at this point, I'm going to shut down the public hearing. And the conditions that I'd like to put, we'll be making a motion for prong one.
Move to accept prong one.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Yes, me. So what I've done is, I have a set of conditions that I'm placing for your consideration for the approval of this. The following are examples of minimum conditions for variance of a Class 6 or private road. For this case, I'm going to strike 6 off in this. Town of Ware, Ordinance 1711. The Zoning Board of Adjustments may assign any and/or additional conditions the ZBA deem. Condition 1, the applicant shall be required to post the necessary sign, parentheses, signs, at the transition of a Class 6 to a private road in accordance with the Town of Ware sign policy and be consistent with RSA, the Hampshire RSA 674-41, 1, parentheses, C, private road. Okay. And Condition 2, the applicant shall be required to complete a Town of Ware liability disclaimer and file the liability at the Hillsborough County Registry of Deeds and be consistent with the Hampshire RSA 644-41, 1C for a class, for a private road. And the condition 3 is the applicant, I'll give you this when I'm done.
Yes, thank you.
The applicant shall take the necessary actions to be in compliance with the Town of Ware Planning Board subdivision regulations for driveway permit requirements and the Town of Ware's zoning ordinance Article 36. That basically lays out the conditions for a driveway. And in this case, it would be a driveway that extends beyond 400 feet, which has a certain requirements of width, radiuses on turns, and the applicant is required to upgrade if anything is out of that requirement. The applicant, number 4, applicant shall be required to take notice of actually complying with the 9/11 signage requirement for proper residence, location, identification to support emergency vehicles for life and safety responses. And let's see here. And the other one is a compliance to the condition 3 will be determined by the Town of Ware Director of Public Works, i.e. the road agent. Okay. We have a motion, we have a second. I request these as the conditions. We in a position to vote? We are. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that's 5-0, I make it. Okay. Condition, prong 2, please.
Move to accept prong 2.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those, being none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's 5-0. Prong 3, please.
Move to accept 3.
Second.
Thank you. Discussion, being none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And 5-0. 4, please.
Move to accept prong 4.
Thank you.
Second.
And discussion, being none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And 5-0. And 5 is entirety, please.
Move to accept 5 in its entirety.
Thank you. Second. Thank you. Discussion, being none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 5-0. To speak with Kelly tomorrow morning. She should be in. She may take a little while longer. She's not here this evening. And she'll tell you what you need to proceed through the process. Thank you.
Does this form go with every variance?
That'll be the next one.
Do you do this with every variance?
Only the road, because it's
On
such
the
a
private
lengthy
road?
thing.
Ice.
I don't want this to be put as part of the package. This is our worksheet.
Okay,
That should be typed into the minutes.
okay, no problem. We can do that right now.
Have any questions, you can give me a call.
Okay.
Okay. We now have a case of 1219. Let me get that one. Okay. Case 1219, application for variance for Frank Bolton from Article 4, definition driveway. Oops. Hang on a quick minute. Should be 1711. It's on 17.4. I mean, it's on 4. Mr. Bolton, would you come up to the podium for a minute? I got a quick question to determine how long we're here tonight. You're requesting a building on a non-class 5 property, meaning a private road?
Well, actually, once the variance is granted, it will be off a driveway,
Well, the point I'm making is
if it's granted.
to build on something other than a class 5 road, be it class 6, which the town owns, not maintained, or a private road. You need to request that under 1711. You got it as Article 4.
Yeah.
So, I met you at the site with Gary. I never looked at the first page. And it's technically noticed incorrectly. If your intent is to build on a private road, which is effectively your extension for your bus service garage, then it needs to be requested under 1711. You might ask, what's in a,
Well, that wasn't the way that I understood it, sir.
yeah, I
Can I
understand.
call you Jack? Is that okay?
Oh, Jack's fine.
Okay. Right now, you were up there, we have Cotting
Absolutely.
Mill Road,
Yeah,
it's an abrupt end.
that's where your problem is, because beyond that is a private road.
That's right, and what I'm attempting to do is take that section, that end of, even though it wasn't visible, but it's there. And if the planning board would take that section that goes, what the regulations say, the end of a town road can't be considered frontage. Is not frontage. So if,
No, you could put a driveway from the end of the town road, but that would be a hardship for you, because you'd have to clean out that whole hill.
right,
And you're choosing not to do that, and that's why you're coming here. And the relief you need from the zoning is 1711. If you read 17, anybody have a zoning book?
Yeah.
If you look at 1711, it
Okay.
says,
that would be a simpler way of doing it than what I'm trying to do here right now. So I agree with you.
what I'm saying is, that's the appropriate way to ask for relief from the zoning. The problem is, and I didn't pick it up till I started reading it, because I usually look through the meat of the document, I didn't go check. So technically speaking, we have an improper application before us.
Okay.
The way to fix that is to go and slap a new slap a page on that has to say 1711. And Kelly needs to post this
Right.
so that it is 1711, not 4. And you can come back, unfortunately, next month, January.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
also looking at it, it looks like we're missing the last 2 pages of the application, which includes the
Yes, I'm
signature page.
missing a few pages.
I don't know if that's just our package, or if
Where do you get that from?
this is the November case. I was just comparing,
Oh,
so there's no,
ooh, okay.
In the
So you
part
wanna,
of the page.
that'd be the second one you fail on.
I don't know if that's our paperwork.
Kind of moot right now, though.
You should not, it should be a problem on our paperwork.
It goes from,
Yeah, it looks like
Article 5.
looks like a couple pages got missing.
which,
So whatever's beyond Article 5,
Part B of Article 5 and the signature page, which is obviously the most important.
you're missing 2 pages, which, there should be 2 pages after Article 5. It should be, pardon?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Should be another page finishing up on Article 5. Is that true? Speak correctly. Show me the last month.
So,
What's last month?
this is last month's.
Okay.
You go from, this is the last page of the application December
Show me the one that it should be. There should be a
Part B of Article 5,
Part B,
and then the description, proposed use, and signatures.
signature description,
The page 7.
description. So, unfortunately, these things were missed. And if you go back to Kelly and,
Jack, I have what is supposed to be a copy of the application. Are the missing,
yeah, I can't show you the page you, is it just wrong?
One.
Here's one. Oh, it's really out of order. This should be 1711. You don't even have half the stuff, Frank. Where'd you get this copy from?
to the best of my recollection from Kelly.
See, it starts out by 1, and we've got in ours, what do we got in ours?
I go from 1 to 5.
That's it.
Nothing in between.
Oh, this is all screwed up.
And then the
Yeah, we're definitely missing pages.
butters list.
Okay, there's a bunch of stuff missing. So,
Yeah.
I believe you did it, but somehow we didn't get the whole, you even got less than we have. So somehow the copying got screwed up.
Okay, so I'm going to see Kelly and.
I will give her a call tomorrow
Okay.
to explain what we think the problem is.
Okay.
And she'll need to repost this on the Town of Ware site there. So,
And the next meeting is,
whatever, is it,
First Tuesday
what's
in
what's the
January.
first Tuesday, and it's the
Seventh.
following week,
The 7th.
January 7th.
7th.
1/7/20, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's a quick,
I knew it was gonna be
Make sure you
quick.
got your checklist.
It was even quicker than I thought.
Oh, we thought it was gonna be quick? All right,
Sorry, Frank.
that's all right.
Okay. Did we have any minutes from the previous meeting?
I don't have any paperwork.
I didn't get any.
Oh. Excuse me. Something appeared here, copies for the ZBA. November meeting.
Okay.
I need a copy to make notes, because I don't have that on the
You
electronic.
need to what?
I need a copy too.
We're all good. Oh, I got one.
Gary don't need. You could have Gary's. How's that?
Okay.
There wasn't much happening, so
Yep.
Have a good evening, sir.
see you, Frank.
The only thing on page 3 was Wendy Conant. Was she actually in a butter?
Yes.
She was? Okay.
My understanding was
Yeah,
she
she
was better
was. She
from
was-
Vermont. She was on the bottom of
she
that
in the-
hook.
Yeah.
Okay. There was some question at the time.
Actually, she's the one all the way to the end of the hook, because she butts to Pondview.
Okay.
That's why she would have a copy of that deed.
Very good.
Okay. Motion to accept the minutes?
Need to accept the November 5th meeting minutes as
Second.
they're.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 5-0. Motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn?
Second.
Thank you. No discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.